Hi, how are you? Today I want to share with you something. It's a new discipline that is called resultology, which is the scientific study of how human beings produce the results that they produce as individuals in different areas of life, such as business, environmental management, economics, societal issues, society, politics, academics, everywhere where people are producing results and also some performances. So the universal resultology equation, which is there, which is success is equal to strategy, and then you look at awareness times awakening times in bracket potential minus nonsense minus barriers times opportunities times action. So that's the equation. So this equation may sound like it's it's a joke, but I thought through this equation, and also it's a combination of a lot of research that they've done into different areas, but focusing mainly on how we produce the performance and the results that we produce as humans. So we are looking for a unifying theory that we can then use to improve our ability to produce the results and the performance that we want by choice and by design rather by voodoo and by accident or just by saying it's a genius, I don't know how I produce this result. So we are trying to look at a very scientific and mathematical approach to producing our results and also our performance, to take control of mental control of our results so that we'll be able to trigger and engineer the kind of performance results that we want at any given time and in any field. So if you look at that one, the question there, it is a term that I want to share a little bit more on. That is nonsense. So we are saying that we have potential. Everyone has got the potential. Most of it is unlimited. It's untapped into. Some research showing that we operated about 20% of our potential as individuals, teams, organizations, economies, and societies. So we've got 80% of potential, which is untapped. But that is not the problem why we fail to achieve consistent and progressive success, sustained success in business, personal areas of life, economics, and so forth. The main reason that we fail, we reach a certain point and then we stagnate at some point or even start to fall down, is because of nonsense. Nonsense is a very serious issue. So first of all, we need to identify that nonsense and remove it. And when we manage our nonsense, then we'll be able to produce better and better results. I would say nonsense is any unsubstantiated thinking, beliefs, or ideas that about something or about a situation that undermines our ability to seize opportunities and take advantage of all what we can take advantage of for us to achieve a certain goal or to solve a problem. So normally the problems that we fail to solve or the goals that we fail to achieve, it's not that there are no formulas and there's no solutions for solving those goals. Most of it is because we have some nonsense in our mind which is undermining our capacity to probably identify our potential or to have enough desire and to have a good strategy or even just to take the action that we must be able to take for so that we can achieve the goals. So nonsense is any substantiated claims or belief about ourselves, about the situation or about other people that undermines our ability to achieve our goals. So that's nonsense. So we need to, if we remove the nonsense and then we continue tapping into our untapped potential and then we constantly focus on having the right strategies, managing our strategies, and also ensuring that we are aware of our potential and then we awaken. Some people, they are aware but they have not awakened. If we don't awaken to our unlimited potential, for example, then we limit our potential for sustained growth and rising to our elite performance levels or becoming our best possible selves, pursuing our greatness, in other words. So that's why I say it's important that I share with you this equation. If we go through this equation term by term, That's why you'll be able to identify some of the barriers that are stopping us. We have got a lot of barriers that can undermine us. Most of them, they are mental or psychological barriers, which can be either cognitive or emotional or a combination. So if we identify those barriers, we'll be able, once we remove that barriers or we manage them, we make progress by also making sure that we deal with the barriers that we will face at any point along our path from where we are to where we want to go, or from where we are to where we ought to be going. Sometimes where we're going is not where we ought to be going. We may think we're going in the right direction and to the best destination, but that may not be our best destination. Our best destination may be somewhere else. So there are three directions in which we can go: in the direction that we don't want to go, in the direction that we want to go ourselves, or in the direction that we ought to go according to our potential. So this is the question. And by success in this particular instance, I can define it as the progressive realization of our goals, or a success or a positive outcome in the process of solving our problems. That's success. A positive outcome in the process of solving our problems, or making a progressive realization of our goals, of our potential, of our aspirations and our dreams. That's success. So success is not, in my definition here, a terminal thing. It's a process, a progressive thing. So that's why I'm saying we need to be working on the barriers. Once we meet a barrier, we have to identify the barrier and work on it so that we make another step. So it's momentum. It's also making sure that we are managing both our potential and our barriers and our opportunities and our action and our strategy and our awakening. We manage everything, including managing ourselves. So this is the equation. It works in everything: business success, professional success, career success, economic success, success with the implementation of sustainable development goals. It also works because you realize that maybe if we don't have a strategy, if our strategy is zero there, then you will see everything else reduces to zero, so there will be no success. If any of those terms is zero, especially the positive terms, then we are down. We won't move. We need to activate. We need to make sure that we have got those positives are positives, and those negatives are at their lowest, so that we continue to move forward. So this is a very important. I think if you want more information about then the details of each of the terms: strategy, awareness, awakening, potential, what is nonsense, what are the barriers, and how do you manage opportunities, and how do you take the action that you are supposed to take, disciplined action, even when you don't want to take the action. Then I think we then begin to discuss further the details of each of the terms. But this is the framework, this is the formula. It is very effective, it works, and I think it will help a lot of people as a good starting point when you want to look at your achieving your goals or solving your problems as an individual, team, organization, economy, society, or family even. Thank you. +2637744474438. My personal email, simonsbere@gmail.com. Thank you.